Call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. All right. The leaders and elders of all Israel. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect that I came out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice and following the example. Shalom to the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is the brother Yahmar from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, and basically I'm gonna just come to you with another lesson. This lesson is concerning, our people, and our people have that, that wicked mindset where they don't see the benefits of the truth. They don't see the benefits of us going out there presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures tell us to do. Bearing your cross, as the scripture telling you to do. Put off the old man, as the scriptures tell you to do. Mortify the deeds of the flesh. Put off the weak nature. And things of that matter. So we can attain unto the kingdom of heaven, so we can attain the first round draft pick, so we can take hold of that, pressing forward to the goal, as Paul said, and I think that's the book of Philippians. But our people, they look at us crazy because they don't have faith. That's the instant gratification, microwave generation mind state, that J.G. Wentworth, it's my money and I want it now mind state. But Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai have something in store for the elect that these people can't see, but the elect is going to do the work. So nevertheless, I'm going to just get a couple scriptures, and hopefully it's edifying, because this is just what it is. It was on my mind. This is 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, and the 17th verse. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to start at the 16th verse. 2 Corinthians 4:16, it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. So we put off this, this weakness and the things that attribute to this world. We strengthen our spiritual man, day by day, and we mortify the deeds of the flesh day by day. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Because this is light affliction. You might be depressed. You might lose your job. You might lose your girlfriend, because a lot of people are going to be offended because of this word. The scriptures say he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And that's why our people don't get us leaving, the cares of this flesh in the present evil world, because, we look strange to them. It says, and we made a spectacle of them. It says, for our light affliction, but these things are light. Salaki, if y'all hear some cooning in the background, that's my neighbors. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. It says, for while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, because physically we can't see the kingdom of heaven, but we can see it through faith, understanding the prophecies and understanding all the things that's coming to pass on this world, like the Israelites going into slavery, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, us waking up in the latter days, coming back into our heritage, the northern and southern kingdom, they're coming back together, join this one, preaching the downfall of this place. That's us actually seeing the kingdom of heaven. The scriptures say the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and that's exactly what it's talking about. We see the RFID chip coming, the mark of the beast, martial law, food famines, race wars, class wars. All this is us actually seeing these things, but we see these things through faith. Because another person that just see them and think the world is just fucked up, which it is, but nevertheless, they can't filter it. As the Apostle Elder Tahar says, they can't filter it through the scriptures. The men of the Lord should be able to filter everything through the scriptures. The plagues, the coronavirus, the hornets, the locusts, men hating each other. Nevertheless, this is Romans 8:17. It says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Mashiach, if so that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So we're going to be glorified with Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man, with new bodies, with real women, not worrying about going to wake up and go to work or school, not worrying about our security, not worried about an Esau coming to lock you up, or your children being abducted, anything, man. We're gonna be very glorious, man. Which lets you know that the true Israelites couldn't be in the kingdom right now, couldn't be in the land. It says, verse 18, it says, says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God." But you seeing the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua right now. This is the beginning of it. When Yahushua died, that was the end of, the end of the world. Now this is the end of the end. That was the beginning of the end. These times that we're coming in is the end of the end. And our people don't understand that. So they continue on their wickedness. But as the scriptures say, matter of fact, and this is the reason for the most part our people continue in their wickedness, man, because they have this spirit, or they can wait to the very last minute, and just deal. Hey, this is you come in this thing when the Lord called you to it, man. Some it might take longer than others, man, but you gird up your loins, man, and you prove yourself a man, as the Lord told Job, the prophet Job. This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, "Because the sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with him that fear Yahweh, which fear before him." Because a dude might not get his shit bust right then and there. He say, "Oh, I could eat pork. No, my grandma ate for 100 years. She 100 years old. The Lord could be preserving you for the day of judgment, man. Just to very torture you. The Lord, the scriptures say, "How about Shem Yahushua is not mocked." Sometimes the Lord can kill you, and that can be mercy. Just like he did in the Book of Kings, or I think that was Jeroboam's son. He said, "I'm gonna let the baby die, but I'm gonna keep the family alive." But I found good in the boy, but the family's so evil. He wanted to preserve them for horrible judgments. He said, "Man, I don't want him to," paraphrasing, "I don't want him to be alive to see the evil that I'm gonna bring on them." The Lord is the ultimate mastermind, man. You don't fuck with the Lord, man. But our people don't believe in the Lord, man. Our people think it's a fucking game, man. And if you don't like the way I'm speaking, man, go watch the cat do backflips on a sun slide. The scriptures in Nehemiah 13:25 clearly speak about a curse, and I'm not saying a curse. This is just for them comic boy etiquette niggas, man. Scripture tell you they'll be thoroughly manifested. They'll be rude in speech, but I've been thoroughly manifested to you all the things. The prophet cursed people, man. Paul said, "I deliver such a one as Satan," man. The prophets put curses on people, man. He said, "Let him be a curse." That's the one I'm looking for. He said it at the end of one of the episodes. Let him be a curse, man. Moses had a whole list of curses, man. Let him be cursed. Yahushua had a whole chapter where he cursed. He said, "Woe to this city, woe to that city." So you people don't know the scriptures, man. But like I said, man, it's that instant gratification generation, and our people don't have faith. This is Hebrews 11:1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report." Going back into the things that are written aforetime for our learning. By it the elders obtained a good report. And then he give you a whole rundown. The people say that in this world, in this present evil world, they say seeing is believing. But seeing without seeing is believing. Seeing something, believing something without seeing it, that's faith. That's a whole nother level. And that's what the Lord will be dealing with the prophets in that day. Matter of fact, let me get this. This is 2nd Ezra 1:35. It says, "Your house is going into reincarnation in the prophets in the latter days." It says, "Your house," 2nd Ezra 1:35. "Your houses I will give to a people that shall come, which having not heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do all that I have commanded them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them." All right, because of Joshua, the time like a Joshua, going through the times of Moses, they seen the chariot as a light by day, as like a cloud by day and a light by night. They seen the great things Samson did, great miracles and visions, And to that extent, we don't get that. And they seen these people and actually knew that they were prophets. But we're just coming in the latter days into remembrance through faith, the gift that the Lord gave the elect, and acknowledging these things. In verse 36, it says, "They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, to whose little ones rejoice in glad, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say. Because in that Romans, when if I, it lets you know in that same chapter that that the Spirit bear record that we are the sons and daughters of the Most High. The sons. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it. It says, "Now, brother, behold that glory, and see the people that come from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, which is also called the angel of the Lord," which lets you know all these prophets are going to be back. The prophets are going to be back in the latter days. But the Spirit bear record to that. Matter of fact, let me read that Romans, and I might leave it with that. This is Romans 8. I think it's Romans 8. Yeah. This is Romans 8 and 16. It says, "The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh." All right. So, the elect are going to see the benefit. We're going to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. We're going to mortify the deeds of the flesh and put off the weak nature and go through whatever we have to go through, because we see the benefits. We see the Lord coming through faith. And, the scriptures say, he who have eyes to see, let him see. He who has ears to hear, let him hear, man. He talk about the faith and the patience of the saints, man. And that's what we dealing with, man, till the kingdom come. And it is not. Like Yahweh Shai said, it's at hand. But with that being said, call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who taught us the truth, and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.